everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 35 yards. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. And here's a look at the starting offense. Simeon, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle this time to Fowler. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one.
26.
Now a pitch out to Lacey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time and a first.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
All right, now look at 57. Let's go.
They go play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Partner, let's talk about some of the coaches that'll be in new spots here as the regular season starts. You got Dirk Cutter, Hugh Jackson, Mike Mularkey, Doug Peterson, Adam Gates, Ben McAdoo, Chip Kelly, 7 all told. Interesting to track how those guys do.
It really will be because Dirk Cutter has just changed offices. Went from offensive coordinator to head coach in Tampa Bay. And he got that job because of the work he's done with Jameis Winston, and they want that to continue. Then you go ahead and look at Mike Mularkey, who was the interim coach last year for the Tennessee Titans. He's now the head man there, and guess what? There's a new spirit in Tennessee, and he's helped leading it. And finally, Doug Peterson. Kind of a return for him. A former player in Philadelphia, now he comes back as the head coach of the Eagles.
Second down and just one. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Von Miller in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Now Sanders. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Here we go.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And caught right side, Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal. Defense with a back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Packers a first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Forced out to his left. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Denver right after this. On second down, here's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Left side here to Sanders. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Simeon finding time. All kinds of time. And this is incomplete. And, partner, wanted to ask you while we have a second, the new touchback rule. There hasn't been a whole lot of talk about that, but a touchback now, you start at the 25. How do you think that will impact things in the kickoff game?
I'm intrigued to find out because I know some teams are going to sky kick it and try and pin people behind the 25-yard line. They want them to bring it out. Other teams are just going to kick it out of the end zone and play defense from the 25. And then you have those teams who have those great return guys. Baltimore just signed Devin Hester, right? They signed him Sunday of the 4th.
$4 million deal.
Well, he'll bring it out from anywhere. What about Cordero Patterson in Minnesota? I think he's got the green light to do the exact same thing. This is going to be a fun rule to watch.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Sanders now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. See C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. McManus now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just needed...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 27 yards that time. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They start the drive with Anderson. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Bronco score. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So they're going to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but... Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver. Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game,
the play-action pass could very well be open. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here we go now.
On second down, Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
Green, 39.
Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
All right, here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 45 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Ware in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 81 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Dayton Jones from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Set! Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Green, 39. Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They pitch it out to Anderson. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why they have points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Simeon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fresh set of downs here.
Zone. 319. Over. Hey, 626.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their... Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And after a defeat like this, Charles, Next week at practice could be a little ugly.
Yeah, the natural inclination is to really drive these guys. They didn't play very well today, so that means more work, more work, more work. That might not be exactly what they need. Maybe you just bury the game film and push on and move towards the next game.
For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Oh my Lord.
mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. Vengeance is a cold thing, baby. I serve it on a bed of flame. Still think you're a hard one, baby. We'll see when the missile rain. Yeah, rain. Yeah. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. But this war is mine, this war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine, this war is mine. I am the missile. I am the missile.
Ooh, love, it's in my bones, it's in